broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Bitch nigga, you can never ever, get on my level, ho. 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 Bitch nigga, you can never ever,
all right. Another Cortez is really enjoying this song.
That's what Tameka said to y'all.
That's what Tameka said.
Tameka said that to y'all. Tameka, do you think you better than us? You could never, ever. Ever.
Bish. I said
get
bish.
on my level.
Bish. Okay, so what's up, AFTERBUZZ TV? Welcome.
Season finale.
To season finale, Atlanta Exes. I'm co-hosting with the none other than Cortez G. West, and I am Madison Chase Fitness, your trainer to the stars and the star in you. So let's just...
Both trainers. We're both trainers and health coaches and all that good stuff.
Yes, and I'm waiting to do The Biggest Loser. So.
Oh, right. This Thursday. Boom.
Yeah, bam. Okay, so, yeah, this is season finale, and there's a lot of stuff happening on this show.
So it's almost put together to me. It's just like thrown.
You feel, but you know what? I wonder if that has something to do with the editing. Because when you're talking about reality television, we all know it's not really reality in some aspects. So I wonder if it has to do with the editing. Because there had to be more stuff going on, and they just maybe didn't choose.
Or something. Especially with Sheree and Tameka. Like, Sheree being so caught up with about Tameka, and I'm like, there has to be some, but then I did remember they have been friends for a long time, but at the same time it's like, girl,
yeah, why? Get over it already. Like I want to know, how long have they been friends? And I think we could say this for later, but let's just go ahead and talk about it. When you say that somebody is your friend, you have to realize what are you expecting out of the friendship. And how much do you value the friendship? Because she seems to put so much value. Because I tweeted this one time, I put on my Instagram page, it said, never expect lifetime expectations out of seasonal people. Like, maybe your season is up, Sheree, with Tameka, and maybe you need to move on. And for your birthday, you should have had a picture of her and threw it in that little fire. That's
not to dismiss her out of her life, but just to say, okay, you're on a different mentally, we're on a different aspect as far as our friendship.
Yeah.
But I always say, like, people, you can never forget in every relationship, whether you're lovers, friends,
right,
whomever, brothers and sisters, sister and sister, someone always loves and cares about the other person more.
Yeah.
So never forget that. I just met Nando, our engineer, guys. I just met Nando, and that's today. That's my brother.
You love him?
I love him, Nando.
I mean, because he was playing that ratchet song.
I had to get my Thank You Jesus on. You seen that on social media? The Thank You Jesus dance. Yeah, thank you, Lord.
That song wasn't my song. That song wasn't my jam.
Not to that ratchet song. We are not going to throw Jesus. Don't throw Jesus in the ratchet.
So let's get right into it then, so we can go and get the hell out of here.
Really, Cortez? So the show starts with Sheree and Torrei. They're going to the gym, and you had me cracking up because you were like, why don't we ever see people working out? Maybe at some gyms they say that you can actually film in the gym.
I don't care. Like, every time I watch a reality show, they are never really working out. I'm trying to figure out what show it was.
It depends on the gym, because I know 24-Hour Fitness, Equinox, unless you're doing, like, I know the only movie, and I was actually in it, was with Ryan Gosling. It was a movie with Emma Stone, but because it was a big budget film, Equinox was like, okay, yeah, sure.
And what was the name of it? What was the name of it?
I can't think of the name of it, but it was with
girl, you was in the film. How you can't think of it?
I know, I mean, but it was briefly. I was trying not to be in it. They were like, Madison, can you? I was like, oh dang, can you get the back of my head, because I didn't want to.
Or maybe we just caught them, like you said, maybe it has something to do with editing. Maybe we just caught them like at the end of the workout, because I think Sheree definitely looked like her wig was on fire.
You know, you said her wig was on fire. It
like
probably got too hot. It just got too hot. It looked like they actually worked out, but I think like probably for licensing and probably like legally, you can't show people working out, because you know when you work out at a gym, you got to sign a disclaimer that if something happens, so if something were to happen and it's caught on tape, it'd be a lawsuit for real. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's possibly why they can't actually show them working out.
But I'm just like tired of all these TV shows acting like they just normally would go to these places, even though I know it's for like promotion and stuff like that. Acting like they would just normally go to these places.
And they actually showed the outside of the gym, which I thought was interesting. So maybe that was the trade-off. They're like, look, we ain't gonna charge y'all to shoot in our gym, but you can't show certain things. You know, maybe they have some.
Well, the name of the place was Rock House Fitness in Atlanta, Georgia. So Rock House, what you gonna do for Madison and I, since we just gave you a shout out?
Yeah, we gave you a shout out. Yeah.
Rock House Fitness, Buchanan, Georgia.
Yeah, Buckhead. Hey, Rock House. I think it's follow you on Twitter. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So they came and talked about the whole Tameka situation, right?
Again, like Tameka is the star of this show. Like she seems to be the villain in pretty much every episode. In every scene, somebody is talking about Tameka did, Tameka said, Tameka made me feel, Tameka.
I agree, and I also agree with Torrei. Torrei says that she feels as if Tameka does not want to rectify her issues, or she's not ready to face them, or not ready to move on, which I can understand sometimes, because it's been 11 years since my mom has passed and I still have not mourned, I still have not grieved. So I can understand her saying that, but it takes an outsider. That's why I admire Torrei. A lot of you viewers have said that I kiss ass. I don't kiss Torrei's ass. I just love Torrei because I've had the opportunity to be around Torrei, party with Torrei. You can catch my interview with her on the red carpet of the Female Hip Hop Honors on YouTube and our website of Black Hollywood Live, by the way. So
what was that laugh, Cortez?
That was a little side in, you know, Black Hollywood Live, pay me. Yeah.
In the pointing of the finger.
But no, I definitely agree with Torrei. Torrei, what I like about her is she reminds me of a lot of myself. You know, she's very loyal, and I'm a very loyal person. And I go with what's right and what I feel is right. And I feel like she went with her heart, and she was like, "Well, Tameka feels like I feel like Tameka's not ready to rectify her issues."
And it's not even so much rectify her issues. Like she said, like Tameka compares her pain to everybody else's pain. She's like, you guys haven't experienced what I experienced.
Yeah, she thinks that hers outweighs.
She feels like her pain outweighs everybody else's pain, so that entitles her to be ugly and to be, you know, like,
it's
venomous.
A defense mechanism.
Yeah, and it's a defense mechanism, and it's interesting because she said, I don't know if it was this, no, it wasn't this show, it was the last show. She said, I feel like, I can't remember what she said. Okay, I'll go back to it. I can't remember what she said.
Was it one where she feels like when she walks into a new friendship or relationship with someone, she feels like she's minus 10 points already. That's what she said.
She did say that. That's exactly what I was getting to. And she also said that she doesn't have a lot of friends, but sometimes you don't have a lot of friends because of your actions and because you push people away with your attitude and you think, and I don't even think that she thinks that she's better than everybody. I think that she probably is still kind of carrying that weight of, you know, going through a divorce publicly, you know, and
I agree.
And
a lot of other things publicly.
It was big. But then if you look at somebody like Torrei isn't, and we've heard Torrei say certain things, but then she was with Kevin before he had money, and
before he even stepped on the stage.
Before he even stepped on the stage.
I'm watching somebody.
Right. Raise my kids. But yeah, so
I get that. I was speaking of always from every episode, always seeing Torrei and Sheree together, always seeing Mo and Christina together, and didn't you just see what's her name? Tameka always by herself. This whole season, I was just like, okay, if this is supposed to be a sisterhood, why don't we never see a mismatch? I was a little bothered by that.
Yeah, and you know what? And I feel like that's possibly because
I think it would have been. I'm going to cut you off. I'm so sorry, but I think it would have been a very, very more enlightened reality show if we would have saw the differences between maybe Mo with Torrei and Sheree with Christina, or Tameka with Mo, because I really didn't see none of that, and I think the show would have been a little bit more interesting to watch. Didn't mean to say that. I'm not saying that it was not interesting to watch. Just saying I think it would have been a little bit more enthused as far as like watching the different relationships, I just kind of feel like it was too much matching up all the time. So we always saw Torrei and Sheree, which I understand they went by connection as far as friendship, but I just wanted to see a little bit more.
And they were maybe possibly trying to keep it more real, like maybe they had better relationships.
Yeah.
Who knows? And some people are funny about people being in their house. And I think after the episode with Tameka being rude to everybody in her house and the high ceilings and whatever else she said, nobody maybe wanted to go to Tameka's house. I don't know.
Wow.
But I think the other scene was Tameka and Sheree, they were having a conversation. I think they met at a cafe. That was the next scene. And they were trying to like resolve the issue, which I think...
Well, I don't think they were, but Sheree was trying to resolve the issue.
Right.
Tameka, Torrei since the beginning now has kind of like felt like, baby, don't worry about it. Just let it go. Let Tameka be who she is. Yeah. So I think that's what they were discussing at the gym, which is the first scene. And then, Sheree was just like, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to Tameka. So they met at the cafe. And meeting at the cafe, they wanted to discuss, Sheree wanted to discuss the issue at hand. Tameka was like, girl, I got better things to do. I got miles for cows to be worried about right now. Exactly. So they sit and talking as Sheree is talking to Tameka. Of course, Tameka's giving her the cold shoulder. It's more so as if, girl, what you want. And I understand that look that Sheree was talking about. That whole, like that look right there, that facial expressions when I'm talking to you, is as if you don't care. And I hate to talk to someone and their body language is like, what do you want?
Right. It's almost like she felt like she was forced to do the scene, and she said, okay, I'm going to show up, but I really don't want to be here. And it was the, blinking of the eyes, rolling your eyes, just the body language definitely said, I really don't want to be here, but because we're doing this show, I'm here. Like, you really have to take note when someone doesn't want to be around you, then why be around them? Like, I feel like Sheree really... like I said, I agree with you that there may be more to the situation.
Of course.
Like, even if you've been friends with someone for 20 plus years, if the friendship is going south now, let it go. Find you some new friends who mean well for you. Like, Tameka does not, like, okay, we don't talk about the birthday party because that just threw me. That was too much.
So Tameka goes and says she wants people to accept who she is and move on. And I do get that, but at the same time, you can't say that and then still have this nonchalant kind of like demeanor or aura. And it's one of those things where I like certain people, if you want to be my friend, you have to accept me for who I am. So that's basically what she's saying, but not in the right tone, and that's what Sheree was saying, her delivery and how she says things.
But she's not listening, and she said people are intimidated by my difference, by me being different. And Sheree was like, different, like style. Like, what are you saying? Like, we don't have the same style. But you know what? I really feel like she needs to hear her. They're both not listening to each other. They're really not listening. She's saying the same thing over and over and over again. Like, it's your delivery. It's you think you're better than us.
Right.
And I don't even think that she thinks that she's better. I just think that really is just who she is. And either you like it and you gonna deal with it. Like, you got to decide what are your non-negotiables. And then that is a non-negotiable. If you talk to me like you're demeaning me or you think you're better than me, then guess what? I'm not gonna give you none of my time.
I get that.
Period.
I kind of feel like Tameka is this type of person that she's had so many like bad people. As she said, she's had so many like not strong enough people around her. So she's built up this person that she didn't even know that she was building up because she didn't have the right people around her that she trusted to say, like me, like being an only child, you can't be by yourself all your life. You need someone to tell you, no, that's not right. Nando, I can't hear myself. Like, he needs me to tell him that. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Just kidding. My mic is fine, guys. But anyways, I don't think she had the right people. Now I can't hear myself for real. No, I'm just kidding. She needs the right people around her to be like, Tameka, that was wrong.
But you know what? She wouldn't receive it. Because think about her personal assistant. Did you see that show?
Right. It's too late now. That's what I'm saying. It's too late at this point.
It is too late. But she also said, I feel like I'm too old to change. Sweetheart, Tameka, you're never too old to change, especially because if you want to have friendships that you value and you want to have people to be there, because this is a rough time for you, but there might be some more rough times. So you want
get ready for them.
Get ready for them. Like, this is not it, and I can't hear myself.
And now I'm too loud. But no, so I definitely get the feeling of Tameka, trying to move on, but she doesn't really have the people that she can trust for her for people to point at you and say, get it together, Madison. Like, I feel like I can tell you that, Madison. And you'll be like, okay, Cortez, all right.
Yeah.
Now I might need to listen to Cortez. You know what I'm saying? Even though we haven't had longevity in our friendship.
Right.
But I think if you were to tell me, Cortez, you need to work on your quads a little bit better or more, I'd be like, oh wait, she might be right. I trust Madison. But if some girl just come in here and say, oh, you need to work on your quads, and I'm gonna look her up and down first and see if you fit, and then think about it a little later. But I do understand Tameka, but I also understand the people that are around her.
Yeah, and I think that is when you look at celebrities who go through these kinds of things like Lindsay Lohan and they go through Justin Bieber. Like, I think it's really hard when you're dealing with someone who has a very narcissistic personality. And not saying that they're narcissistic, but you almost have to be your biggest cheerleader, right?
Correct.
And you tend to have people around you who are just as big of a cheerleader for you too, because if you don't have somebody that's not your cheerleader, you're not going to want to deal with them.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's hard for most people, but I think that would have saved so many people heartache, pain, alcoholism, drugs, getting into stuff by having the one person, even if it's one or two people. Because I know I got one person, my best friend from the 6th grade, Chanel. Hey, Chanel. If she tells me, Madison, whatever, like you need to work on right, I'm going to listen. My mama. Exactly. If she tells me, okay, you are feeling yourself right now, then I'm going to listen. So I think if you have, it don't have to be a lot of people, but I think you need at least one or two people that you trust their intentions for you and that they want the best for you, that you can listen to what they say, in regards to you improving your life and making better choices in your life. And I feel like Tameka needs that, but she also needs to respect that person. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be somebody that she feels.
That's what you're saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that she feels is like above her level. Because right now, she does think that she's better than everybody else.
What makes you think that? Just about actions? Or the show? Because like we all know it's editing, so we don't know if the facial expression she's making is what she made when they said that, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I really kind of feel like we're not getting the real Tameka that she really is. I just think that TV is, the editing and the producers or whomever are putting this image of Tameka out. Now, you can't, I'm trying to help you, girl. God dang, I'm trying to help you. I'm really trying to help out this whole thing with Tameka. But also what we keep forgetting, well, I keep forgetting, is that this show was taped last year. And we're seeing a different type of Tameka. I think after she watches herself on this show.
I don't know. Because I've seen so many people watch themselves on reality shows and they don't do anything different.
Well, I've seen different changes. I've seen different changes in people like Nene. I've seen a change in people like Nene Leakes. Yep. I've seen a positive change, a very growth of maturity, and as far as wilding out and all that stuff, Nene mouth ain't going nowhere, but her actions on how she used to flip off and do and act stupid and look a mess on that first season. Yes. I've seen a maturity in Kim from Housewives. I've seen a maturity in
Kim Zolciak.
Even though this last season she did,
you know,
said
Kim Zolciak.
Yeah,
I
Kim
think
Zolciak.
that ain't maturity. That's all them babies she having.
Okay, maturity, because motherhood is gonna make you mature. And then who else you have? Now, even though she act crazy on this last reunion, you guys, but you have to keep in mind she's not as wild.
Didn't really change. I think you had other stars to come on the show, like Kenya Moore, to steal pretty much her.
No, I kind of think once your focus is put, see, when Housewives, and we don't mean to come off of Atlanta Exes, but I just want to say this. And when Housewives first came out, Atlanta was the #1 that popped out for Bravo. Okay,
yeah, absolutely.
The Nene that we saw then was totally different who we see now. The reason why the reason why she acted that way is because that's all she had at that moment. Now, on this season, when Kenya came on, she didn't have to worry. She didn't need to worry about this. She had other things to worry about.
Oh yeah.
So she didn't need to do all of that.
No. I agree, but I still think she is, part of her is still like about herself. Like even when it was Kenya, and because everybody, it's just I think it's a narcissistic kind of environment. Because when you saw the last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene was saying nobody was concerned about her in the show. Kenya was saying nobody was concerned about me and being homeless. You know what I'm saying? So it was all about nobody's calling me. You know what I'm saying? So
once the cameras get in your face, I think that it kind of gives you a different boost. But then when you have problems, like real problems, like Tameka, with the problems that she's going through, you know, and a part of me feels for Tameka, and then a part of me feels like, okay, I really want to be around Tameka, and I have friends that are around her and associates that are around her right now, and I really want to talk to them and be like, okay, how are you feeling with Tameka? Because the Tameka that I see on television is like this person that I feel like is something that's just not right. I don't know if it's for TV or not, because when you have problems, like, say for instance, the next scene, she's going to court for the last trial.
Yeah, for the trial for
her son's death.
Kyle.
Like, come on. Like, you have to be a strong woman. I'm so sick of people always segregating it and saying strong black women. No, women, period. I don't care if you white, black. Right. Why do people always say that? White, black, polka dot. Is that like the...
I just got a text from Torrei.
What's Torrei? Hey, Torrei Hart.
Says, hey, honey, just saw this. So we were going to ask Torrei to be on the show, but she just saw the text message. And we're 38 minutes in.
Oh, we could have had you call in. How about that?
Yeah.
But anyways.
Let's see if we could call Torrei. Man,
yeah, we can have her talk to y'all guys. Yeah. But I just kind of feel like Tameka goes through a lot. And like I said, the next scene that we go in after the... Sheree and Tameka meet at the cafe. Tameka is on her way to court to go and finish the trial of her son's death.
Yeah.
And for her to come out of that trial and go straight into media.
And I feel like the media was a little much. Like, she did good. That was the softest I've ever seen her be, when she was really like coming to the conclusion and the resolution of what happened and the family. And so Torrei says she can't talk on the phone. So how does this work? Nando, can we call Torrei and put her on speakerphone? Would she be able to hear? How would that work?
We have the number.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Great. So while we work on that, guys, we're going to try to get Torrei come in for that last finale, and talk to you guys and let us know. Because, you know, if you watched the review show of when she was here she did speak of Tameka in very, very positive ways. You know, she sees her as a big sister. Like, come on. And even when I recently just saw her, she said the same thing.
That's interesting.
Like, come on. Like, that's why I know that Tameka has looked at this, or either away from the cameras, those girls, or someone has gone to Tameka and said, girl, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to by your freaking self. Yeah. Or either she probably, who knows? She probably replied and said, oh, child, that was for TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I really think, going back to the first episode or maybe it's the second episode, when Torrei was like, how have you been grieving? And Tameka was like, oh, I just look at the wall. And Torrei was like, that's not grieving. Like, I really seriously think that she needs to go through grieving counseling. And the interesting thing, because I've called, because I need to go to grieving counseling too. And I've called, and they said that not only is it about the loss of a loved one, but it's also the loss of a marriage and a divorce. So if you've gone through a divorce, that's also something that you could grieve. So she had two serious incidents to happen in her life, and not taking a moment to really process that through can make you lash out how she's lashing out. Because I know for me, when I lost someone very close to me, I saw myself lashing out. I felt it. I saw it. And anger would come out of like different places. But then the people who loved and cared about me, they knew what I was going through. And there's no specific time. You can never say, oh, yeah, give it a year, give it 2 years, give it 3 years, whatever. You never know how long it is, because it depends on who the person is, the relationship. Right. You never really know. So
a mother should never bury their child.
And she said that. She said that.
But she goes and says that the sentence was fair. That was given. I don't know if I can really believe that on her end, especially as the mother.
I think she did. I really felt like out of all of her moments, that was the most genuine moment. Sincere. Yeah. Like, I saw a different side of Tameka. Like, I saw potentially the woman that Usher could have fallen in love with. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw like she was very like peaceful, and I really think she totally agreed with the sentence, because she was like, it doesn't make any sense to take their father away from them, because it wouldn't bring my son back. So
he was appointed of a couple of charges and homicide by a vessel. Yeah. So hi,
Torrei.
Is that my girl Torrei?
Hello, Torrei. Okay, we're calling Torrei.
But if that's Torrei, that would be amazing, because the next scene it goes into Torrei, kind of a little bit struggling with, work and her kids. She's an entrepreneur,
Yes,
so she's the wonderful face of Skimpy Mixers found in all of your Walmarts, you guys. So go out and get that. If you watch the finale show as well, she brings the welcome gift to Tameka's home. What is it? What they call those things?
The housewarming.
Yeah. She brings a bottle, and she was like, "I'm the only one that brought something,"
Yes.
But it was amazing because I definitely love Torrei. Do we have Torrei?
He's still trying to get it.
I have her dialed in. She's on the phone, but I don't know.
I'm here.
Oh, she's here.
It's a little muffled, but I can hear you.
You can hear
Hi,
me.
Torrei. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
We are excellent. We are really going in on Tameka. So we are trying to figure out reality television versus the personal relationship that you have with her. How is Tameka really, and how is she doing? And yeah, have you seen a change since you guys actually shot the show? Because I know one of the very first episode or second episode, you talked about her getting some grieving counseling, and I really think that that's what the issue is. So we want to know what you think.
Well, here's the thing. You guys are looking at something that was filmed like months ago.
Yes.
So, yeah, so it was filmed almost six months ago. What are we in? What is it, September?
Yes.
Yeah, we wrapped filming almost 6-7 months ago.
Wow.
So a lot has changed, and a lot has been on, since we wrapped the filming of the show. All of us are actually, we're all cordial, we're all friendly now.
Okay.
And it is what it is. We're all on we're all on a journey, and we're all works in progress, and that's how I like to say it, because I just had to finish going in on Sandra Rose on Twitter.
So, what happened on Twitter?
Sandra Rose, you still messing with people out there?
What happened?
She's just so hard on the eyes. I just chalk it up to the. I would be mad if I was that ugly too. If I had to wake up that ugly every day, I would be mad too.
You and Sheree do not play.
What happened?
I said you and Sheree do not play. Y'all names when y'all mad, y'all are mad.
Y'all let people have it.
No, I'm not mad.
Okay.
I'm not mad. This is just what I do. Like she wanted to come at me. She forgets I am a comedian.
Boom.
I am an actress. I'm actually, I just got finished filming a movie with Cat Williams, Sandra Rose, because she wanted to come and ask what I did, what my career was. So, maybe I should let her know about that too. And just finished filming some stuff with Gossip TV, and filming a TV pilot next month. I hate to say stuff like this because people come for me, and I don't come for anybody. I'm nice and calm. But then when they come for me, this is what happens, because it's in me.
Right.
But I am a very nice, peaceful person. But I have another side of me that don't tolerate no BS.
I don't blame.
And you like loyal people. What you told Monica? Be loyal.
What you say?
What did you tell Monica?
Let's talk about that, Torrei, because that was like my favorite scene of the finale, because you let Monica have it, and I really felt like she wasn't loyal. Like, she really threw to Sheree under the bus when it came to Tameka. Like, she really threw her under the bus, so I was not mad at you for letting her have it. So has that been resolved? Are they better friends now? What's happening with that?
That I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't speak on that relationship, because I reside in Atlanta and in LA, so I've been back in LA. So I don't know. But
we did see during the cutting of the cake, we did see you and Monica speaking.
Oh yeah,
very briefly.
Yeah,
was she trying to rectify the issue?
We did. Well, what happened is when everything went down after that, she pulled me to a side and she said a few things to me, and I said, "Oh, okay, well that makes sense." So then I just let it go. But at the end of the day, I just know I don't know. I just can't be around fake people. Like, and I'm one, where she came to me, started talking to me, and I'm just looking at her like, but damn, you fake. I can't even talk to you right now without addressing the situation.
I know
it was at Sheree's party, but that's just how I am. Like, I can't sit there and talk to somebody and say, oh, well, I'm going to talk about it later, because then I'm going to be the fake one. And I just can't do it.
Yeah. I appreciate that about you, Torrei, because being fake, we have too much of that in LA. Like, let's be friends. Like, let's be real friends, or let's not be friends. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So basically, we were getting ready, Torrei. We were getting ready to go on to the scene when you were FaceTiming with your kids. Thought that was amazing.
Yes.
You know how like, in the beginning people were telling saying about you want a good mother. You and Sheree, what, a good mother or something like that? Remember?
Yeah.
And just to see that scene, I just want you to know that was amazing, for one, because I, for one, have seen you bi-coastal. This woman goes from the East Coast to the West Coast. You were just here. We had you on the red carpet of the Female Hip Hop Honors, and it was amazing to see you there. You looked so fly, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And I mean, I haven't seen it. You guys see, I haven't seen it yet, because I don't have DirecTV. So I haven't seen the finale episode yet, so I'm just trying to remember, everything that you're talking about.
Oh, okay, cool. So how are the kids? How are you and the kids and work? How was that?
The kids are in the kitchen eating dinner. I just got finished helping them with their homework. Just came from Hendrix soccer practice and baseball practice, and then Steph told them I had to take a call, so I stepped away real quick to take this call.
See, that's why I totally love y'all. You hear that?
Thank you for taking the call.
They're awesome, and and I am and I just flew back in from Atlanta yesterday. I had to go to Atlanta to work, Thursday to yesterday. Flew back in. First thing I do as soon as I get off a plane is get my kids. They have two amazing parents, and we co-parent. Me and Kevin, I will say, we got this co-parenting down.
Oh, that's good.
And so, they have another amazing parent. And when I'm out of town, he's right there. And when he's out of town, I'm right there. So it's the perfect relationship for us when it comes to co-parenting with the kids.
Tell my buddy I said hello. You're talking about Reno, right?
Oh, Reno, yeah.
Well, no. I was saying Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
like, how is Reno?
Yeah, co-parenting with the kids. Like
Oh,
I said,
okay, got it.
I had to fly back in, yeah. But he's amazing help with the kids. Like I said, they have two great parents, is what I said. So it's the co-parenting thing works. Because I think you were saying something about seeing a woman bi-coastal.
Yes.
Doing her thing.
Well, let me ask you this before we let you go. For the women that are out there that are at a point, because I remember when you sat down with one of your co-owners of Skimpy Minsters on an episode, and you were wanting to let any female know, whether it's a daughter or a grown woman, a younger woman, or it's a woman in school or whatever, wanted them to know that whether you have kids, that doesn't mean that you have to stop what you're doing. Stop your goals.
No, that actually means you need to work harder.
Exactly.
Because in my opinion, do you want your daughter, and sons too, because my mother, I saw how hard my mother worked. My mother worked her behind off, and my mom and dad are still married to this day.
Wow, Torrei.
And even with, my dad being in the household and working hard, my mother worked just as hard. And that's where I get that drive from. I'm not a male, so I didn't look to my dad. I looked to my mom. And she's the one who instilled work ethic in me. She's the one who said, you know what, if you want something in life, you go and get it. You can still take care of home. You can still do everything you need to do. There's a balance to it. And you do have to learn that healthy balance. But, seeing my mother so driven, and my mother's retired now. My mother retired very early. And, she's retired because she worked so hard. And now she can enjoy life. She gets to do whatever she wants. And I admire that about her. And so I want my daughter to see the same in me. Sure, she has a super successful dad, but I want her to know, guess what? Your mother's going to be just as successful. And you can look up to another woman and follow your dreams and do what it is you want in life, and don't, feel guilty about it, or don't feel sorry about it.
And that's exactly.
That's another thing. Women are supposed to be made to feel like they have to feel guilty about, following their dreams. Like, why is that fair for the man but not fair for the woman?
I agree. So our last question, Torrei. So at the beginning, I said, I think I tweeted it, that this was like the Waiting to Exhale 2014, because I felt like you were like the Angela Bassett, like really trying to help the women get their stuff together and calling people on the carpet. So are we expecting a season 2? Do you know?
Can you say?
Well, they haven't told us yet. I mean, our ratings are consistently good. Our numbers are consistently good every week, almost at 2 million. And, for reality TV, that's awesome.
That's excellent.
yeah, you know, so I don't know. Of course, we would love to see a season 2, and I'd love to go back out and be with my girls and, you know, meet back up again and do what we do. But you know, who knows?
What would you do differently?
At this point,
what would you do differently this season for say season 2? We're gonna put that out there. We're gonna be optimistic. We're gonna say it's season 2. Mm-hmm. What would you have done differently, or what will you do differently on season 2?
You know, I don't know. I would just do everything. I'm not the type that holds anything back. So I'm just going to do what I do. And I think in life, like if I signed up for reality TV, I think that people want to see you be real. Yep. So if I'm sitting there trying to hold back, like, oh, I can't do this because I got criticized for something. Let me do this different. Then I'm not being true to me because, you know, I am learning that maybe I can not, you know, go in on people as much or what have you, or on this journey, you know, like, oh, okay, Torrei, maybe there's a different way to get your point across. But I'm always going to be true to me. And that's all I can do. You know, it's like I said, it's reality TV. And so people want you to be real. Now, if I was too calm, they'd be like, oh, Torrei, she done changed. She's boring. She ain't doing nothing no more.
That's
blah, blah, blah. You know, so somebody's always going to have something to say, no matter what you do. So I'm just going to do me.
Yes.
You know what? Well, we definitely love you over here at AfterBuzz and Black Hollywood Live TV. You know, you're amazing, Torrei.
Oh, and really, I love you guys,
you know what?
too.
You know what? They actually made fun of me after the episode when you came with the on set. They made fun of me the next show saying that I kiss your ass. So I said, oh, really? I said, well, y'all just mad. Y'all just mad because we partied together at the pool party and I get to talk to her. Y'all just mad. That's what it is.
Like, don't hate.
That's what it is. I just love people who are positive and have positive energy. And on television and off television.
And that ain't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
I like people who are positive with positive energy too. That's what I like.
So, and I attract to it.
I don't feel like you kissed my ass. Later for that.
Later for that. Okay, and so tell us about Skimpy mixers, because I love that you could do it with alcohol and with a beverage, just a carbonated beverage, right?
Oh. Yeah. Well, you can mix it with whatever you want, honestly. I mean, of course, it was made to mix with alcohol. Okay. But you can also mix it with Red Bull. You can mix it with soda water. You can mix it with juice. I mean, you can mix it with anything. But, you know, of course, there's a lot of, with people who party, you know, you drink. And so drinking puts on a lot of calories. Sure does. So, you know, we came up with this so you could party without all the extra pounds or, you know, skip on the calories, not on the taste. And it's just a mixer that's low calorie that you add to add some flavor into your drink.
Cortez
to your alcohol.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, before we let you go back to your kids and let you enjoy your dinner as well with the kids, you just finished your movie, right?
With Cat Williams.
Can we?
Yeah, with Cat Williams.
Can you talk about that?
Orlando Brown.
Orlando, yes, we're gonna try to have him on Black Hollywood Live. We're waiting for that.
Can you tell us about the movie, Torrei? Can you talk about it?
I mean, well, it's not going to be released until next year, but I'll give you a little insight on it. You know, it's a movie that I just filmed. It's called Yanks, and it's with me, Cat Williams, Orlando Brown, and Oba Babatunde is actually directing the film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I love him.
Oh, yeah. And he's an awesome actor, awesome director. Yes. And, you know, it's actually like a black Magic Mike with a message.
Oh, with a message.
Is what it's about, pretty
like
much.
That.
Yeah, with a message, a very spiritual message behind it, too, because Cat Williams is playing a strip club owner, and Oba is playing his brother, who is a pastor. And there's always a conflict between these two, because one is like the Cain and one is like the Abel. Wow. So there is a profound message in the film. And, you know, you have to use entertainment to get messages out nowadays.
You do.
So, you know, but it's an awesome piece. It's definitely an awesome piece that I am actually proud to be a part of.
What is your character?
So I actually play one of the main character's friends. So I'm like, you know, comic relief and just adding my spiciness to it, and the girlfriend is going to tell it like it is.
So you play yourself?
Enhanced.
You playing yourself?
Enhanced Torrei.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so dope. All right, well, Torrei, we're going to let you go. We're going to finish out our review show and let you get back to your beautiful kids. Thank you so much.
Well,
Torrei.
thank you, guys.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You're welcome. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Well, there you have it, Torrei Hart.
Yay! we
get a
got
round of applause for that. We love when we have our guests pop up in and out here at AfterBuzz.
Yes.
But anyways, we're gonna go straight into after Torrei's on the line with her kids, FaceTiming with her kids. We're going straight into Mo and Christina. Christina meets Mo at her house to get rid of the picture frames that everyone has been saying, you know, in order to move on, you're probably going to have to remove some of those things. And I agree. Not throw them away, not burn them, not cut him out. And she called him Schaefer. Not cut out Schaefer, a.k.a. Neo.
Is that his first name?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Look that up for us, guys. Let us know, because I'm a Neo fan, but I'm not a Neo follower.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, so so they get that taken care of. I definitely love Christina for being a true friend to Mo. Mo definitely needed, Mo definitely needed people around her.
Because I think Christina needs to hang out with Tameka and maybe some of that positive energy, you know, because everybody has pain, but how you deal with it is a completely different thing.
And everybody deals with it different ways. You know, Tameka deals with her situations differently. And like she says, either you take it or leave it, but this is how I deal with my issues. This is how I'm dealing with it. Take it or leave it, baby. Take it or leave it. So after that, we go straight into Torrei's, Tameka's 5K, which I was looking for 1,000 people. Did you count 1,000 people?
The
point is, I don't care how many people were there. It was the point of the cause. And it was a good cause. So I definitely love the fact that she wants to keep a memory of her kid, and the fact that her and Kyle ran together, that was amazing for me.
Yeah, you know? that was cool. I did.
And she felt him running next to her. I love that.
She seems super happy that it was successful. It wasn't 1,000 people, but I don't know where she got 1,000 from, but
no, she wanted 1,000 people.
No,
but
and
we all know
that you should have goals. I get that. Yeah, I get it. But maybe the next time. But she did say that she wants to open up a school in Kyle's honor. So I don't know.
I wonder what happened with all them shirts.
Those shirts were nice. I like the neon colors.
But yeah, so her things were miles for cows. I think her branding for her brand 5K. for not even the 5K, but just Cal, the school and everything is amazing. Yeah, I don't know if it's her only her ideas or not, but the branding is amazing. The logo is very professional. The idea that she wants to do, and you know, it's amazing. I like the fact that she involves everyone else in things that her and her child did together.
Yeah, I still want to see more like giving back. Like I get that you want to honor and remember your son, but I still want to know like what's the benefit?
The point of the school.
What?
The school. Remember, she wants to keep doing it annually, so therefore it can raise up more money, and more. I guess you say publicity, so it can start. You guys, if you know,
go ahead.
If you know, we may have skipped over that part. If you know any more in depth as far as, you know, maybe the sponsorships that she may have, maybe that's what she's trying to involve the money in to get, you know, the things to give back to the community as far as for kids. I think that's what it is. You know, whether she's coming out of her pocket or not, it doesn't matter. It's just a simple fact that, you know, she wants to give back to the community. I do recall, you know, about the school. I recalled about something else, but it cannot come into my mind right now.
I just feel like if you're really trying to use the show to promote your Kyle foundation, then she should really be talking about this is what it's going to do. This is what it's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's not enough of that. Like, I feel like there could have been more. Okay, we're going to talk about water safety. We're going to talk about, you know, education. Like, I don't feel like there was enough of that. Like, I just know it's to honor his memory, which I think is a great thing.
That's what stood out to you.
Yeah, but what's the rest of it? Like,
I get it.
You know, most foundations, like I looked up the Walton Foundation, which is for Walmart. They have an environment kind of section, and they have a education section, and they list how much money they've given to schools in all parts of the country.
I don't think it's gotten to that point yet.
No, I know, but still, and whatever your vision is, you have to start.
Make it plain.
Like, I feel like it's not really plain. So I would want to know, like, if I wanted to help, like, I don't know what I'm helping with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's great that she has a foundation, but I think season 2, she should be more explicit, like, this is what it's for, informative, this is why I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay. That's
so Sheree did not show up because she has a daughter cheerleading competition.
Now, was it Destiny's cheerleading
now I'm going to see this right here.
You gonna turn it around? What's happening with the pin?
Like, come on, Sheree. Girl.
Yeah, because I'm like, who? Destiny had a cheerleading competition? Does she have another? Oh, she does have another daughter.
She may have, but I don't think she goes to every cheerleading competition. The thing is, I do understand why she did not come. She feels like, okay, we really didn't resolve that, and you were still giving me a little bit nonchalant about the whole situation.
She shouldn't have come.
So, baby, I don't want to come and support you and your thing right now, and I have a kid going on. Now, if she did not have, a kid, one of her kids having something going on, then I could, like, come on, Sheree, you still could have showed up. Tameka, Torrei showed up. Like, come on.
I'm with Sheree. I wouldn't have shown up. Like, I get that what you're trying to do, but we need to resolve our issue. Totally. Like, I feel like she should, like, until we resolve this issue, and if it's never resolved, then we're not really friends.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to come and be fake and be like, hey, Miles for Kyle. I'm not going to do that.
Well, speaking of friends, we can, before we go in to the end plot about the party, Sheree's and Destiny's birthday party, we're just going to quickly throw in that Christina, we love you for getting out there and doing your thing. For 12 years, I did not know that she was an interior designer.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah,
I never even, never even thought that.
And hopefully, I think normally most reality shows, women do kind of talk about their business. I wish we would have learned more about her business, because she's one of my favorites. I think her and Torrei.
So that's probably why we will have a season 2, because maybe they want us to keep wanting more about these individual, people in their lives. But Christina, big ups and congrats with you and Willie. I hope you and Willie last.
Yeah, I do too. And I hope he gets those divorce papers.
Ding! Ding! No, we got to come up with a little name for them too. You know how everyone has like
Willie Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll come up with
Chris
something.
Willie.
Willina. I don't know.
Chris what?
Did I say Willina? Oh my God.
You did say Willina. I'm like, wait, that's that's cute, Willina. Yeah, okay, that could work. Okay, let's talk about the birthday party real quick. So Sheree gets mad at Tameka because Tameka comes in. First of all, Tameka, like, I don't know if they didn't edit that part, but obviously it never happened, because she walks right by Sheree and doesn't speak to her, and it's her birthday. Like, were you trying to get your camera time? Like, what happened?
I don't think Tameka really. First of all, Tameka, if y'all have not noticed, Tameka always wears her hair to the what? Right side of her face. So if that girl was standing on her right side, she didn't see her. So my thing, I just think that Tameka probably did not see her, didn't know where she was. But my thing is, when you come to someone's birthday party, you do look.
Speak.
You do no, it's not that. Yes, you speak, but you look for the birthday person. Everyone does that.
That's just etiquette.
Like, come on.
That's just plain, flat out etiquette, that you look for the birthday girl or boy and say happy birthday, period. And she didn't do it, so it was rude.
But guys,
rude. Yeah.
You think it was rude?
Yeah,
I don't think she just saw her. I just think it was editing. I don't think she saw her. I really don't.
Okay.
Anyways, well, tell us what you guys think on the comments. I'm pretty sure you all have known by now that Madison, now we do comment back. We do read your comments. Like, come on, like, for real. Go to I'm sorry, what is it called? iTunes. AFTERBUZZ TV, rate us a 5-star, please. Tell a friend and comment. Because we always want to hear what you have to say, because sometimes we may be wrong. We just want y'all to tell us to be if it's right or not. You know what I'm saying? But about this last scene, since we run out of time, let us know what you think about this last scene. Did you think Tameka saw Sheree? Do you think Sheree was overacting? Do you think that Torrei and Monica, that debate was a little bit more over dramatic or not? What the case really may be.
I think Sheree should just not be her friend. That's what I think.
I think she should move on as well.
I think she should move on.
We don't even have to do predictions because this is the last show, but I predict that Tameka is going to be a better person next season.
I do too.
And I think that there's going to be a new villain. I think that Mo is about to get a little bit more cocky, guys. I love Mo. She's my favorite one. But Mo, she's beautiful. I love her to death. But I think she's about to.
I can't even
once
see that.
She's going to get. I don't think she's going to be evil, but I think she's going to be cocky. Like.
Yeah, she might be the mean girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenya Moore.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Make sure you go to iTunes and rate us. We love it when you do so.
Okay, wait, social media. Where can we find you?
Well, I ain't got to that part yet.
Okay.
Sheesh.
I'm just saying.
But anyways, you can find me on all social media, you guys. That's Instagram and Twitter at Cortez G West. Hit me up. I like when you guys follow and comment and DM me. I love it because I love you guys. Madison, where can they find you, boo? MadisonChaseFitness.com or Madison Chase Fit on Instagram.
and One Mad Chase on YouTube and Pinterest. So if you type in Madison Chase Fitness in any social media,
Google me, baby.
Yeah, I should come up.
But also catch Madison and I on every Thursday for the review show of The Biggest Loser season 16. Okay, guys? Also on AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah, I can't flex my lip.
Catch you guys next time. See you next season.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.